there. This book is called The Passion of Artemisia. I just thought it was probably bad. The cover didn't excite me. I do appreciate art, but for the most part, I appreciate probably modern art, I guess. This is just like those paintings you see in movies and old houses and documentaries and stuff. It's not something that I appreciated personally. Not to say it isn't beautiful, but it's not something that made me want to read the book. And the text in the back didn't really interest me. I just picked it up about a week ago, and I just thought, you know what, let me give it a try. Wow. I was so wrong. There's a reason why cliches are cliches. Do not judge a book by its cover. This book is amazing. It's beautifully written. It's just, that emoji, you know that emoji? Like, ding. So this book, it's historical fiction, part autobiographical. This book is about an artist, a post-Renaissance artist, named Artemisia Gentileschi. And I absolutely love saying her name, Artemisia Gentileschi, like the Gentileschi. It just comes out of your mouth like Gentileschi, you know? It just tells the story of her life. It starts at the point of her life where she was actually raped by her tutor, and she's going to court to sort of defend herself. Her father actually took her to court, but it wasn't actually for her, and it was very embarrassing and traumatic for her. And then he arranges a marriage between her and this other man named Pietro, and then the story continues from there. Obviously, a lot of it is romanticized. The author even says she uses true facts as far as they can serve the drama of the book, because ultimately this is a novel. It's a work of fiction based on a true story. And I just have to say, I absolutely love the way the author wrote the book. Like I said, this type of art does not really engage me or appeal to me. I'd like to actually find out if Susan Vreeland is an artist. I feel like she could be an artist because she wrote in the first person, and she really put me in the body of the artist. Like the way that Artemisia, the character, describes her paintings, it makes me excited about them. And I found myself actually searching for pictures of her Judith, her Lucretia, especially her Judith, because it was mentioned so much and it was like one of her most prominent art pieces, specifically because usually at that time when people draw Judith who killed a man, I haven't really read the full story, but she beheaded a man. Like usually they'll make it seem like Judith was sad about it, but she made Judith a strong person, someone who's just going about her job. She's just like, I need to do this, and after this I need to do the washing. That was like a new concept to those people, so it's pretty amazing. And like the way she wrote it, it made me care about the art. It made me research more. I actually watched like a whole 1-hour documentary about Artemisia Gentileschi. Then I started researching on other artists, and you know, I think that's pretty amazing for a book to do that. A book is supposed to make you care about something. It's supposed to give you a new perspective. And I feel like now, if I actually see art like this, I can appreciate it more. I can appreciate the face. I can appreciate the positioning. I can appreciate how good this is, you know, as opposed to I've just seen it, because I'm not a painter, so I don't appreciate the work that goes into it. But reading this really put me into it. My favorite part of the book was when she actually started venturing out, despite her husband not really being totally on board with her painting. I've got a couple of quotes that I really, really enjoyed. So this is one of my favorite quotes. Where art and science touch is the realm of the imagination, the place where original ideas are born. And I love that. I love that. I'm doing sciences. I am a scientist, and I'm also an artist. I think it's so true. In order to be a scientist, to some extent, you need to be an artist. You need to be creative, you know? And where art and science touch, that is the realm of the imagination. That is where innovation happens. It's just, Artemisia is the main character, and she's a true artist. And she likes to paint real things, what looks real. You know how it is, even at that time, the same disease that's around nowadays was around. When we post pictures, we're going to put filters to make our skin look better, you know, we're going to make our eyes look bigger, or our teeth look straighter. Magazine covers, you know, people are slimmed down, their butts are bigger, or whatever, their complexion is different. You know, and this just says so much about her character when she says, be faithful to what your eyes see, and you won't have anything to fear. Don't try to compliment me. Don't ignore folds of skin. Let your eyes study what happens to a woman's nipples after she has nursed a baby. That's the story my body tells. We, you, and I are in the business of painting truth. Let them find the beauty in that. And I just love this because society has decided what is beautiful, but it doesn't mean that it's true. Those marks that you have, those flaws, all of that stuff, it's beautiful. Even like when people get bigger as they age, or when they have kids and then their body changes, a lot of people are trying like to get that fixed and whatever, and like more power to you if you do. But it's a beautiful story that your body tells, and isn't all the world made of stories? Whether it's a religion that you believe in, like a lot of it is stories. I'm a Christian, so those stories I believe to be true, but like it's stories. Even entertainment, books, movies, even songs. If we can find beauty in that, then it means there must be beauty that is being ignored, that is in a body that tells a story. I hope that makes sense. It's the biggest thing I learned from this book, to appreciate beauty in everything, in all the differences, whether someone has like a humongous bottom lip, or like they have bad skin, or I don't know, you have crooked teeth. I don't know. Who you are. It just helped me appreciate the beauty in realism, and to see that this is something that has been there since the beginning of time, wanting to make people perfect. But there are people like Artemisia who actually saw the beauty in imperfections. And it proves that up to today, we can be those people who can see beauty in someone who's actually embracing their true. It just got so freaking dark. But who's embracing their true self and is embracing their flaws. I wouldn't suggest this like for a first-time reader, and I wouldn't really suggest it for people who aren't actually really interested in history. You might find it a bit maybe tedious. If you are a reader and you'd like to venture a little bit out of what you usually do read, I would definitely, for sure, 100% recommend it. Bye!